All right, Coach, how have the first 2 days of spring practice gone, and what have you seen out of your guys, and what are some of the things you're stressing over this period?
I think the first two practices have gone great. There's huge room for improvement, and we got to keep getting better every day. I think that's the biggest thing that we're stressing to our guys is making sure that they keep getting better every day, just a little bit better every day to get us to our end goal and winning a MAC championship.
What do Purdue transfers Bryce, Austin, and Anthony Ralph bring to this defense?
I think they bring great depth and they bring a good attitude about themselves. They're guys that have been in a system, ready to play. So they're new guys, but physically they're not new. They've worked out. They've been through weight training systems. They've been through playbooks and installs. So they've been through football. So it's a little bit different. Like we have Dylan Moore, who's a freshman, where this is his first time going through all this. So it's been great for them. Those guys have fit in well, and they're already starting to move up on the depth chart.
Along the same note, can you talk about the impact of Bryson Gardner returning for another year at his safety spot?
Yeah, he's awesome. He is, even last year, he was a captain for us, like off the field, helping out with film, doing whatever he could to help us win. And just having him back gives a sense of comfort back there because he can make all the calls and put us in the right situations.
So with Ali Fayyad, MAC Defensive Player of the Year, off to pursue a pro football career, what kind of season do you expect out of Marshawn Nealon now that he's in his third year with the team?
I think Marshawn and Andre Carter are both going to be great. I mean, they've done a great job of getting better all the time. And Marshawn has done an unbelievable job of keeping his weight on, staying strong. This is his first off season that he'll have with us because he was injured after last year. He had the COVID, so he didn't really have a full weight room session. And I'm super excited to see him in the fall.
Who are one of the breakout defensive players that is due for a breakout year or has played behind somebody or has shown a lot of growth in the offseason?
I think Zaire Barnes and Corbin Moleman have both shown a ton of growth. I don't know if they're really breakout guys, being that they were all conference guys last year, but they've shown a ton of growth in the offseason in a lot of leadership categories. And then Mr. Fisk has done an unbelievable job for us as becoming a leader. As far as a guy that's been behind, I mean, Andre Carter and Marshawn Nealon have split time, and they'll both be full-time starters as of right now. So I look for a lot of good things coming from those two guys.
What's the rotation going to look like this year? I mean, are you still working it out, or do you have an idea of what?
Play as many guys as we can. If they're good enough to help us win, we're going to play them. At D-line especially, I mean, we've played up to 10 guys, we've played 6 guys, we played 7 guys, we played 13 guys. So if we have guys that are good enough to play at that position, we want to roll them in as much as possible.
And what are your thoughts on practicing against the new offense coordinator in-house here, and how does that challenge your defense and potentially improve the overall picture?
It's awesome for us because we're seeing a new offense. So there's some things that have carried over, and then there are some new things that we get to see that we hadn't seen before. So it's good for us. And again, iron sharpens iron, so you get to compete against a group like that, and it's just going to make you better.
Do you have any specifically defensive team mantras this offseason or anything along those lines?
I mean, our deal is 4. Go out and win the 4 championship. That's our deal. And we talk about it all the time. We have some non-negotiables like effort, eyes, and communication. I mean, those things we talk about every single day in practice. So as long as we're doing that, we got a shot to win in whatever we play in.
And we're going to talk to Fisk here in a minute. Do you have some thoughts on him and how he has improved year by year and his impact for 2022?
Yeah, I think he's become a student of the game. It's a lot like Ali the last 2 years he was here. I mean, he watches film. He comes in and meets one-on-ones with coaches. He changed his diet. Like, he looks different, but he has the same weight, which is really good. And I feel like as he's gotten older and become more mature, he's also becoming a great leader for us because we can tell other guys, hey, do it how Fisk is doing it. And he's a great player for us, and he's got a big future ahead of him.
Can you just speak to some of the depth on not just the defensive line, but the entire defense in general, and who are some of the upperclassmen that are going to be leaders and who might emerge?
Well, I feel like we're unique because we have a lot of guys that have played a ton of football. I mean, we lost Ali and Ralph because they graduated. We lost TC because he's graduated. But everybody else is back, so we have a good group of guys. I mean, at defensive line, we brought 3 transfers in. You have Hosey, Austin, and Kenny Givens. All 3 of those guys give us great depth and good players. So now we'll be almost full strength, and we got some of these young guys that we've had. I mean, Tyson Lee, Elijah Hawk, Corey Walker, Josh Nobles. Those 4 guys came in as freshmen last year, and they put on great weight, and they're doing a great job moving forward. So I feel like we're getting some really good depth at D-line. Linebackers, I mean, we have Corbin, Zaire, and Seelig are all back. Then you got Stuckey, Boone, and Q Cannon has done a great job for us so far. And then you throw the freshmen in there. You got Zach Vode and you got Moore. You got some guys that are really, really talented. And then on the back end, you have, Buss will be back. D-Jack will be back. You add Anthony in there. Aaron Wofford. At safety now you have Gardner and Delano, and then you have Damari Roberson and Kilberg. So I feel like we're in a good spot now. Obviously, you always want to continue to get better, and that's what we're doing. And I feel really excited about it.
Well, you got a veteran defense coming back, Lou. You got to feel excited about that opportunity to coach a group of guys like that with so many returning veterans.
Yeah, I don't know if we've ever been this deep since we've been here. As far as guys coming back, like literally games under their belt is through the roof, which normally translates into playing good defense. We're not making a bunch of wholesale changes schematically. We'll throw a couple curveballs in there, things that we've watched in the offseason that have maybe we could be better at this. But our guy, at the end of the day, the players are going to go out and make plays, and it's our job to put them in the right situation. And I think those are some things that we're super excited about. Like, we're putting them in the toughest situations we can right now to be successful, and I think that'll reap some rewards in the fall.
Got some experienced guys coming into the program that are new, but veteran guys that know what Division I college is all about. How are they working out?
Awesome. Anthony has been great for us at corner. Bryce Austin's been great for us at D-tackle. Hosey's been great. He's playing D-tackle and end for us. Kenny Gibbons is another junior college kid that came in who's doing great for us. And then you get Bryce and Garner back, which is awesome. Anytime you can get a first-team all-conference kid back, you feel really good about it. And he's a captain back there. He's calling all the shots, putting us in the right spots. I feel really excited about it.
You've got two really good leaders over there in Corbin Moleman and Braden Fisk. Those guys are just studs.
Yeah, they're awesome. And they've been in the program for a long time. They've seen good, bad, and they've kind of taken the leadership role upon themselves to tell the young guys and show the young guys what to do and how to do it. And it's been awesome for us. And, the great teams are led by the players. Good teams are led by coaches. Great teams are led by players. And I feel like we got two really good ones to lead us.
One of the leaders of the defense is Braden Fisk, back for another year at D-tackle. And wow, right back into it, huh?
Yes, sir, man. It was a quick turnaround, but, ready to get back at it. It's always a pleasure to be out here, get back out here with the guys.
Got a few weeks off since the bowl victory, but that had to give you a lot of momentum going into this spring practice phase, huh?
Yeah, a few weeks, no kidding, right? Yeah, I felt we were just out there. But, definitely getting that win, huge motivation going back into this season. Got a lot of returners coming back on our defense. Real excited about that. I just think the overall morale and aura in the building is really, really cool right now. I think we're all on the same page, and I'm really looking forward to what we're going to bring into the fall.
Got a couple of veterans that have moved on. Ali Fayyad and Ralph Holly, those guys did a lot for the defense. How do you go about replacing that?
I don't know if it's more so replacing it. I think it's, taking what we learned from those guys and the leadership that they brought to the game and just the talent that they brought to our defense, take what we can from that and, build it around who we have now and what we can do with that. And I think we'll be able to do that with who we have, and you just got to keep it moving, man. You can't worry too much about them being gone, but I like where we're at, and I think we'll be able to turn around pretty easily.
With those guys gone, you look around and Braden Fisk is kind of the leader up there now.
Yeah, honestly, since I was younger, it's what I wanted. I wanted to be the leader of this defensive line. I take pride in that, and I try to lead by example and lead in a way that these guys are able to follow, and I think I'm doing a good job. We got Andre Carter and Marshawn Neal, and they both have a ton of snaps under their belt too, so it's not like it's just me by myself, but I think we're on a good page right now.
Coach Lester and the coaching staff went out and found some veteran guys to come in there and help you out. Talk about some of them and how they've fit into the program and up front in particular.
Yeah, definitely. Bringing in Hosey and Bryce Austin from Purdue and East Carolina, those guys have fit in right away. I mean, those are veteran guys. They know the playbook already. They're getting out there getting snaps, and they've done a great job so far. And then in May, we're bringing in Warren from VMI, so that's going to be a great addition. And just about getting those guys in, getting them in the building, getting them comfortable, and then we'll be ready to roll for camp.
You also had some younger players that kind of learned the ropes last year. Talk about some of those guys that are coming into the program and will help out on the defensive line.
Yeah, definitely. We're real excited about those guys. Tyson Lee, Corey Walker, Josh Nobles, and we got one more. I feel like, who am I missing? That's bad. I don't know, missing somebody, but no, we're really excited about that young core. Then even the other guys, Logan Wilson and Mason Nelson, those guys are working their butts off, and it's really fun to see. We're really hoping those guys will be producers for us on the field this season.
Third year as a starter now, how has your role as a leader changed, not only among the defensive line, but as in the defense as a whole?
I feel like I've always been a leader from probably day one, just by example, but over the 3 years, I think vocally, I think I've become more of a leader, and I think it's granted that I need to be. Like, guys need someone to look up to who does the right things around the building and on the field and off the field, and I take pride in doing that for us.